The Culture, with 7 Mitchell, Battle Rap Debate Podcast, on T7M Radio. T7M Radio. Exclusive interview.
All right, man. T7M Radio again. This is The Culture with 7 Mitchell, man. We're about to bring on my special guest in a minute. Before we get off air tonight as well, me, Grail, and Brother Jeff, we're going to have to lock in with our Evolution 3 predictions from Queen of the Ring. Got an event going down May 20th, so we're going to go ahead and give our early predictions on that particular event. But coming on the line from out St. Louis, and welcome him back on The Culture here at T7M Radio. He going to be locked in versus Shotgun Suge later on this month, man. We got the homie LT in the building. LT, what's popping, bro?
What's going on? What's going on, people?
Salute, G.
Oh, man, I'm all right, man. I can't call it, man.
Appreciate you calling up to the show,
at all, man.
Been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. Last time we talked about the GWITTY situation.
Let's get into that, man. Did that ever happen?
Ooh, man, it went down. It went down, but it didn't go down like I wanted. Here's what the situation that happened. Like I say, this was like one of my biggest battles up to date as far as like up and coming at that time. Shout out to Steam, shout out to We Go Hard, B City, Young Clip, your boy Clip, all of them. So what happened was we battled, and I ain't gonna lie, like, brother was nervous as a motherfucker. So, GWITTY had to fire first round.
Okay.
Fire first round. And, I ain't gonna lie, I stumbled in my first round and stuff, but I had a great recovery. And, like, once I got into my mode, I was spazzing the fuck out. Like, I was getting so, people always talk about the gas station and We Go Hard. No, these motherfuckers love bars. They love bars, and they was rocking with me all the way through. So I say GWITTY got the first round. The second round, GWITTY was going light. And then the second round, I started turning up. I started, like, just going crazy. And all of a sudden, the cops came in the building and said they had to shut the place down because the building didn't have no liquor license. Now, keep in mind, this building was the same building that just did like 3 URL events. That was the building they did Born Legacy for, with Old Red and Av and all them, and a couple other, and Born Legacy, Born Legacy 5 and 4. And all of a sudden, y'all saying they didn't have no liquor license, so they had to shut the place down. So, I ain't gonna lie, I was pissed off. I threw my mic and everything. And it was pretty much 1-1 after that. So, we didn't get a chance to finish up our battle and stuff. But it was like bad rumors that, people was like saying that he played me and they, took my money and all. So, no, they did not play me at all. Didn't nobody know that the actual cops was going to come in the building and they walked through the battle. They came up on stage, close to the stage, saying, y'all got to shut the building down. Y'all got to shut the building down. And Steams was hot. Like, a lot of people was very hot about that battle because a lot of people traveled to see that battle, to see not just my battle, but just the whole card itself. That was a crazy-ass card. Like, you had people from, like, Stewie Newton and St. Mike and all them that was on that card, that traveled very far. And the thing about it is that even though they wanted to make up that battle the next day, my schedule with my ticket to go back to St. Louis was 3 a.m. in the morning prior to that day. So if I would have known that this was situation was gonna happen, we could have battled the next day. That's how the GWITTY and the Stewie Newton battle got set up.
Okay.
Because his battle, Stewie Newton was supposed to battle, I think, Luck Dollars. He kind of had the travel situation. So then I left early, and like I said, our battle was the talk of the night because it was only 3 battles that went down that night. Like, they had to get all the battles done on day 2.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. Because I remember when we talked last, was this your first time battling in New York, or was this your second?
That was my second. My first time I battled in New York. Me and you had another interview. We had an interview. That's when I battled on King of the Ring. Shout out to Ray. That's when I battled July Streets. And I won that battle.
So let me ask you this.
Definitely left.
Not to cut you off, but what would you say played the role? Because I know you mentioned nervousness when you was about to battle Nitty. What would you say played the role in that?
Because it was like it was like one of my biggest crowds. Like I'm used to like certain crowds and stuff, but when it came towards, we go hard, that was like 150 strong. I felt like I was in a mini URL event. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, Jesus, like it's different when you get on the stage, like when you in the crowd, but when you get on the stage and you looking out to the crowd, it's like, oh my God, bro. But then it was like when I got the stumble off and everything, I left Earth, and it was like earthquakes, reaction on top of reaction. Like I got so comfortable with it to the point where I was like, all right, I can do this. And so, just being on some real shit, you know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, if you come to We Go Hard, man, you got to be ready. You have to be ready. And We Go Hard been rocking with me ever since then. The battle with me and GWITTY will still go down. They just don't know with his schedule and my schedule. They trying to do it this year. They couldn't do it really last year, after we originally battled, because like I said, GWITTY had a lot of up and coming battles. He had that battle with Clips and a couple other battles, and I had a couple other battles too as well. So it was just like whenever it came, it came. So I think we definitely gonna try to finish it up this year, because a lot of people definitely want to see that battle.
T7M Radio, the coach. We got LT on the line. So let's fast forward, LT, because we got the Gatekeepers event going down. Is this in Jersey?
Yes, sir. This will be in New Jersey.
All right, so you back on the road, man. Shout out the Gates of the Garden. You going to be locked in. You got a top tier name. We were just talking about Jersey. You going to be locked in with the homie Shotgun Suge. Good God. How excited are you to get a top tier name, first of all?
Man. Career-changing momentum, career-changing. Because the fact that I know Suge is not going to play with me, but on the other hand, I'm not scared of Suge. I'm not scared of no man. If you could bleed and breathe the same air, you can lose like anybody else.
Well, I ain't going to hold you. I want to know, LT, does Suge got a problem on his hands at the end of the month? Yes or no?
Yes, he do. Yes, he do.
Talk.
Yes, he do. Yes, he do. Like I don't care if you 6. I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7", 5'8". You 6'3". But I'm gonna talk to you like I'm 6'3" and you 5'7". They're like that's what I'm not gonna do none of that punking, that bully. I don't like bullies. I hate bullies. So everybody talks about Suge, his aggression and performance. Well, now you dealing with somebody that got the same aggression and performance as you, except I got bars.
So let me ask you this.
Punch his fucking lights up.
Let me ask you this, LT. By you being an artist, from an artist standpoint, do you feel like you have to, because he's so aggressive, that you have to cater to his style, or do you have to switch things up, or do you feel like you can just be you and come out with a W versus Suge at the end of the month?
I think I'm going to be me, because I don't need to be aggressive towards his level. But on the other hand, as far as the level of where he's at in his career right now, I have to step my game up as well. I have to be myself and introduce myself, not just to certain cities, but this battle is fit to be live in front of the world. So now it's like I'm fit to open up the gates and say to myself, okay, there's a new there's fit to be a new star from St. Louis, and his name is LT. Y'all didn't talk about Verb. Y'all didn't talk about Hitman. Y'all didn't talk about Ill. Y'all didn't talk about E-Magic. I feel like this is my time because I put in the work. Some people feel like I didn't deserve Shotgun Suge and everything else. I understand that part. But when you get an opportunity like this, why not knock at it? Why not bang on the door and just burn down the house down if you get the opportunity like this.
Right.
Like, to me, Suge is one of the best. He was one of the best, no doubt about it and shit. But it's like, to me personally, I gotta test myself. I gotta say to myself, whether it's a 1 round or a 3 rounder, I gotta say to myself, can I take him? Can I take him on? Can I really beat him? Or some people was like, say, you know, when you always see these no name go up against these top tiers, you always hear all you gotta do is just rap. All you gotta do is just rap, just showcase your talents. Okay, yeah, I understand that. I can showcase my talent, but can I beat him?
Right.
And then on top of that, you gotta look at it like this: like, he battling me. He don't do like Suge hardly does 1 round. So this was a hell of an opportunity and an honor to battle him, because there ain't too many people that's in my status that's actually battled Suge that's on his resume.
That's a fact. So we got to spin the block with that. How did this battle, if you can let the listeners know, how did this come about?
This came about with when Dre was in St. Louis. He had battled Dix. And he had told me about his league and whatnot. And I'm just coming fresh, and I see about a few months later, I just did a King of the Dot battle in January. I was on Gloves Up 3 in Detroit.
Okay.
And so that's when he was like, yo, we want to bring some new talent onto the Gates of the Garden. I just had my second event, and I checked out Gates of the Garden, and like I say, they've been hot. Like, people been really following up with Gates of the Garden. Like, the first event was crazy. Like, they had so many build-ups, and then they had another event. It was like back-to-back fire events. And then the views, they doing numbers, and the media and the subscribers, everything was working into place for us. Like, growing the brand of Gates of the Garden. So I'm saying to myself, you need to get some St. Louis niggas on that court. Because, a lot of people always say, the Midwest don't do this. The Midwest ain't never scared to go out to anywhere, to be honest with you. So it's just like, I just told Dre, I was like, who can you give me? And he was just like, I can give you whoever. And so it came a point where he gave me some names, and the conversation came about was Suge. Suge was like, I battle one of these new cats and stuff, and then my name got drawn out from the list. The business got taken care of, and here we are, April 28th.
Talk that shit. So LT, for people that's not in the loop, out of the loop with you, without letting the cat actually out the bag, what can people be expecting from you at the end of the month versus Shotgun Suge?
Aggression, punchlines, performance, wittiness, entertainment, hunger, because at this point of the career right now, I have been everywhere. I have battled everywhere, from Atlanta, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City, New York. I have touched a lot of stages, from Guerrilla Warfare to Bullpen to King of the Ring to We Go Hard. Now it's time to really get the place that I want, that I'm hungry for. By the end of that night, people will really know who LT is as a whole. Like, there's a lot of people that do know LT, but they don't really know LT. So this is the time, and this is the perfect time. Everything in life is about timing.
Right.
And this is the perfect time.
So
this I'm trying to tell people, and then you got the haters. You definitely gonna have them. Because it was like, I ain't gonna lie, like when the announcement got dropped, oh my God, I felt like the internet broke. I felt like the internet broke when they released FR Shotgun Suge versus LT, the other come out of St. Louis. Because there's a lot of talent in St. Louis. But for me to get this type of bag, man, it's on a whole nother level. So I'm just doing this for my city and my region and my league, which is Connect Gang. Shout out to Connect, you know what I'm saying? They just had a recent event you know, out there tonight against, you know, if you saw it on
featuring Danny and St. Mike.
Like, Lord have mercy, what a battle. That was a battle. Like, that was a fight.
Wow.
So, you know, that's my league I represent. Also, I just became a member of the Gates of the Garden roster, and I'm still We Go Hard. So it's like, I'm for me to be in St. Louis, you know, to be a part of 3 leagues, you know, it's a blessing. And I always tell myself that that's what happens when you stay humble in this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't go out here saying that I'm the best. I'd rather prove it to you than to talk about it to you.
Well, I got to ask you this, LT. I got to ask you this because my co-host, he got me torn with this, and I think he's right. But he's told me that wins and losses don't matter. And you can have a loss and then your next battle be a better opportunity. We've seen it plenty of times in battle rap.
Right.
With that being said, though, is your focus in this Suge battle to win, or is it to just look good for the next opportunity?
My thing is, this is the opportunity. Like, as much as we talk about up-and-comers, we always talk about who want a PG, who want a G, who want to get on King of the Dot and all the other stuff. Of course, we're going to want the look because we on the stage that really matters. But as far as the win, you damn right we won't want to win because we ain't just up there just to be performing, just to saying I can rap. No, we thinking that he could take his head off and I'm gonna take his head off. It's the one who got the better verse, the one who got the better round. Like, this conversation been brought up in St. Louis a couple of weeks ago, where does wins or loss matter? Yes, it does to a certain extent. Because then it's like, okay, if I'm battling Lil Ray Ray from down the street, and you know what Lil Ray Ray can do, and he can, and if he can't live up to your standards on where you at, then overall, a lot of people gonna favor you to kill him. But then if you battling Shotgun and Suge like I am, automatically, hands down, everybody's favoring Shotgun and Suge. Everybody's favoring it. But nobody has control of what tomorrow brings and what tomorrow is.
That's a fact.
If it come down to it, I'm gonna go out like Suge. If I do lose, that because Suge is a veteran and he did what he's supposed to do. But if I do win, which I'm saying to myself that I've had enough confidence to say to myself that I will want to beat Suge, and it will automatically be the upset of the year.
Talk that shit. Well, LT, I appreciate you calling up to the culture, man. I'm not going to hold you. Let the people know where they can follow you at on social media, my brother.
Yo, you can follow me on Instagram, Terrence Williams, TERRANCE.Williams. You can follow me on follow me on Facebook, Terrence Williams. It's going down April the 28th. Gates of the Garden presents Gatekeepers. Day 1 and Day 2, April 28th, April 29th. Yo, and it also will be live on pay-per-view. The announcement was dropped today. It will be live on pay-per-view. The VOD will be dropped 24 hours. You got 15 battles on each day. So then you're going to be seeing the likes of, on day 1, you're going to be seeing not just Shotgun Suge, but you're going to be seeing Chef Shred, Bonus, Bill Collector, Clean Papers. You know, then you got the up-and-comers like Riddles, you know, Swagger Stacks. My homeboy Jay Skills is going to be battling Dre Dennis as well, you know. Then on day 2, you got New Jersey Twerk on the card, Chess on the card, Jay Murder on the card, Ty Laws on the card, Bangs on the card. This is one of those events that you cannot miss. So it definitely is going down April 28th, April 29th. Cop the pay-per-view. It's only 25 day 1, 30 for day 2, and then it will be up 24, and then the VOD will be up 24 hours after the pay-per-view has ended. And y'all already know the slogan, man up, Shotgun, Suge, that's right, man up.
All right, now, LT, appreciate you, man, calling up to the culture. The best of luck to you, end of the month. And if you can, man, come back on the show after the event and everything settled down, man, and give us a recap on how things went.
Most definitely, man. Shout out to T7M Radio.
Appreciate you, my G. You already know.
Right on, bro.
Be good.
Right on.
What's good? It's your girl, Miss Lisa, Carolina's own, and you're now tuned in to T7M Radio, Battle Rap's premier radio network. Yeah.